Oh, howdy all, grab yourselves a beer, it is time for some Path of Exile, and in this video I'm going to be starting the Toucan race. This is a race that I'm running myself, and it's basically a solo self-found Legion league with some hard mods. Most notably, minus 40% player resistances, plus 40% monster life, plus 20% monster speed, so that's attack and movement, and all items drop as white items, so they all drop scoured. Unique items can still drop, but magic and rare items cannot drop. These mods are intended to add difficulty and slow progression, and that they shall do, especially the minus 40% resistances, which has caused me to change up my build a bit, and I've got a separate video on that. In any case, my goal here is going to be to complete the race, which is to 125 Atlas bonus, and I'm going to try to film all of it. I might stuff up a little bit of it here and there, but this video is going to include Act 1, and if I feel like it, Act 2 as well. I'm not the world's fastest racer, I'm certainly nothing close to racers in speed, but I'm going to try to go at what is a fast pace for me without getting myself killed too often. If you want to join the race, you still can. It's an asynchronous race, which means that there's no set start time, no set finish time. It's based upon your play time over the total 20-day period of the race. We're about 30 hours into that 20-day period now, so you've still got quite a while to go. I believe it finishes on the 26th of July, although your time zone may vary slightly. In any case, let's see if we can get the name that I have in mind, and then let's get into it. Now, I've been asked to start this as a poison character, and that is what I'm doing. I'm unfamiliar with poison, I've done a bit of research, but I've never actually played one. And ooh, you're really feeling that extra health those monsters have. Oh, what am I doing? Now, first up, as always, get rid of the stupid settings that are on the keyboard by default. No point really killing anything until Hillock in the first zone, even with the hard mods in place. I mean, if stuff's in my way, I'll kill it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to kill anything. And Pierce support, I will certainly take that for the moment. Not anything I intend to use long term, but hey, it's something. Now, of course, Hillock is going to move faster than usual, which means that I'm going to have to respect him more than I normally would.
My mana is gone.
Not sure how long I can just face tank him, especially now that he's in his tougher mode. Said you really notice the slower progression here. Each death counts as a 15-minute penalty for your time in the actual race side of things.
I'm still breathing, that's a good sign.
And you'll see that everything has already dropped pre-scoured. Just going to equip all that crap that I can get, and of course I can't use that until level 3. That bow is worse than what I've got. And I'm forced to... yeah. First character in the league, so all the tutorials pop up again.
While we live.
Now, first thing I'm going to do is have a quick check. Do we have any coral rings? No, we don't. We don't have any of the things I'm after. Are those worth getting? Yes, I think they are. In the absence of a coral ring.
Farewell.
I may be wrong on that front, but I'm going to take one. Caustic arrow is what I want to use.
Farewell.
Caustic arrow has a bit more AoE than the silly thing I've been using. Burning arrow, which I'm going to get rid of as soon as I can. Caustic arrow will get the job done for me. Doesn't actually, although it seems like something that might synergize with poison, it doesn't. That's chaos damage over time, but it is not poison, which is the ailment version. I'm probably killing too much stuff at the moment. That's just habit. Bad habit, actually. As I said, I'm not a racer. I'm not going to try and do the monolith at this point, especially not with all my resists at -40. And if I get hit by Fire Fury, he is going to absolutely shred me at the moment, and I'm trying not to die. I'm going to do this side quest because I believe it is Split Arrow, which I want. I have -40 resist, so I have to be very careful to dodge Hail Rake. Hail Rake's hits will shred me. I'm going to get to level 3 before I engage Hail Rake. Not sure if that's the right call or not. And let's make... Oh,
My mana is gone.
deal with these idiots first, then... Bit more life. Right, that's level 3.
Wait a bit longer for this meal.
Don't actually get very much in the way of bonuses for the next couple of levels, but I'll take them anyway. 5% life is very good at high level, but at low level it's just not very much. Your base life is so low. You get 12 base life every time you level up. However, I did just gain access to the better mana flask. I'm only going to use the one mana flask. May regret that if Hail Rake is right here. I'm just acting carefully as though Hail Rake might actually be around the corner. Yeah, I don't have any mana. That was a mistake to change flasks. Where is Hail Rake? Only one lot of chaos damage on the ground counts at a time. Alright, that's Hail Rake. Get out of that cold stuff on the ground. That's a frostbomb, I think. Place your cascade attack. Everything's got a lot of extra health, so gotta be careful. That's his cascade. Oh, I thought that had a cooldown and it doesn't. Got away with it. Definitely do not want to get hit by that. Worst thing is when you're actively dodging it and you still fail and you get hit. Then you've slowed down your damage output and you've taken a chill. There he goes. Okay, let's. I would normally at this point log out. In fact, that should be the right thing to do. I'll just kill these monsters. Exit character selection. And then we're back in.
Be well.
Okay, there's our Quicksilver. As is normal, that will not be a... Oh, yes, that's right. We get less poison and we get access to Mirage Archer as well. Less poison was the thing I wanted because this is a poison character. We can't really use it yet, though. I'll take Mirage Archer if I can, though. Is that available for purchase? Yes, it is. Excellent. I'll buy that now.
While we live, we are blessed.
Farewell.
And I'm just going to keep that because I'm going to need to... Later, that I don't need. That goes there. That I'll keep. And then let's go. and of course as soon as I hit level 4, Burning Arrow will have its support replaced by Mirage Archer. Actually no, Caustic can go there. Caustic is just a superior skill. Killing, as I say, I'm killing a lot more than I normally would while leveling.
My mana is gone.
Better races can handle these map mods without the extra things that I'm doing, but I'm just doing them for safety because, oh, yikes. Okay, that's level 4. That was a big one. Mirage Archer in, Pierce out, Caustic Arrow in, Burning Arrow out. Never going to use you again. Mirage Archer is exceptionally good because, even though it doesn't add tremendously to your damage output, it causes you to deal damage whilst you're moving. Now, where's the last one? I'll be over here. No, I've gone the wrong way. Oh, blue pack. Gotta kill blue pack. Already have a medium mana flask, so I'm not gonna pick that one up. There's an odd level zone set up at the moment. I hope that this is the last glyph. Yes, it is. I don't think I've seen this exact setup before. Again, that's something that with practice you will you'll get better at these zones. And ooh, ouch. Keep moving. I don't have an instant heal flask. Combination of monster speed and life means that they're getting more attacks on me. I could 3-for-1 the small life flasks. I'm just not going to bother with it. I'll get a better flask. That was another mana one. I don't recall having anything exceptionally good from here. So let's go and spend passives. Evasion and life. Life being what we care about. These do cold damage, that's scary. I need to respect them because I'm minus 40 cold resist. Haven't had a single transmutation yet, which means that cold damage again. Get moving. Notice multiple projectiles coming into effect here. Everything's scarier. There's a portal scroll. I'm actually going to grab that. There's a quiver. So I'm actually over level for the zone here. It would. Oh, there's a transmute. Excellent. That's going on the next bow that I pick up. I'm going to do the side quest for a skill point. Normally that would not be something you would do at this point. You'd pick it up later, but I found it quickly as well. Part of the benefit of doing it now though is just having more durability. I should have put that up at the bridge leading upwards, but again, not an experienced racer, so things like that. Abusing logouts to save a minute here, 30 seconds there is something I'm just not very skilled at. These things are really hurting me. These are going to rip me to shreds if I let them. So I can't really leave them alive behind me. I'm playing in general as though enemies are going to one-shot me. They aren't yet, and so that's a bit of a time leak, but I think it's just better to be safe than sorry at the moment. We'll let the super experienced racers go for the very best speeds. Okay, now here's the great crab. I'm trying to keep him in chaos damage over time zones whilst moving all bloody time, because he does extra cold damage, and cold damage is terrifying. Doing very, very little damage.
My mana is gone.
There you go, getting... Only got chilled there, not frozen. I don't think getting frozen would quite be a death sentence, but it might be close. I think I have one too many life flasks at the moment. Now we got his second life. And again, we're experiencing the fun of having everything having multiple projectiles. I'm still using all white items at the moment. Now, at this point, I'm going to log out. Exit character select. And come back in. My town portal will still be up.
Farewell.
None of these are skills I intend to use. That, however, I'll take.
Welcome.
Now, that's a 3-link. I'm going to take it. Poison doesn't synergize that well with Caustic Arrow, but I just want to get working on leveling that thing up. 3 mana flasks upgrade. So that gives me that. And 3 life flasks will upgrade. And though I'm down to only having 2 now, at least I've got faster healing per second. Furthermore, I got some more points to spend. And I forgot that I had my town portal, because I'm an idiot. And because I'm not a racer. No, my town portal disappeared. Oh, well anyways. That's disappointing. I've probably done something wrong with that. Now, if you're an experienced racer, you'll notice that I've just stuck on chest armor, which is usually a no-no. The reason for that is that chest armor all has a hidden 6% reduced move speed, or 3% if you're wearing pure energy shield ones. However, I feel like the extra defense would be useful on its own, but the 3-link being available is great.
Give you to the earth.
Oh yeah, I've got to remember these things are terrible to kill. Probably a mistake to fight that. There's a unique monster around here somewhere that I've got to be very careful of.
My mana is gone.
I'm going to stand and fight for a sec here. Ooh, dash is on cooldown and I've been hit hard. Do I want that scare mask? I don't. Oh, I've gone the wrong way anyway. Looks like I killed almost everything, and that's our exit. Really, I'm having a hard time navigating this place. Again, things that racers know this act like the back of their hands, and I don't. That's the reason I'm not going to be competitive. That and also my timidity with taking much longer than necessary in order to play more carefully. Oh, transmute, nice. Archers are terrifying with these settings, even though normally you wouldn't be very scared of a pack of archers, of white archers. Here, you need to be. That's all I can do to keep my keeping my flasks up is just enough to keep me active health-wise. We have some magic ones, they're going to really hit hard. I can stand toe to toe with them, which I wasn't sure I could. Now that's an upgraded mana flask. It's the same as I already had. I don't actually need it, I'll keep it to upgrade with a 3-for-1. Now we're getting to the point that monsters, after 2 more zones from here is when monsters start becoming a little bit dangerous in the normal game. Of course, that would be assuming you'd be decked out in magic items. Short bow, I need to check what tier that is. I think it's considerably better than what I've got. Yeah, that's the minimum level 5 one. Of course, I'll take that. That should be a big upgrade in damage.
My mana is
In fact,
gone.
I might even transmute it. No, I'm going to transmute boots. That's my first level boots. Let's transmute a higher tier one. Oh, perfect. I'm glad I transmuted that. Only thing that would be better is if it had a suffix as well. Just gotta respect that haste totem in conjunction with the onslaught mod. It's just a lot of extra movement speed for the monsters. I'm still squishy, as you can see. I don't yet have a single piece of jewelry equipped. And I've got 7 scrolls, which is enough to buy jewelry if it's available, but I didn't think to check last time I was in town. This will be Kaduku. I don't think I want to fight him. He's going to be pretty durable. I have 3 passives to spend. That means I'm way too high a level. But because of Onslaught, I can't just zerg past as much as I normally would. Okay, so let's pick up Heart of Oak at this point. First regen, which feels so good when you get your first regen. These wheels do a lot of damage. Dread wheels. They're just really dangerous monsters that are easy to underestimate. That molten shell could potentially be a 2 or 3 shot. Not exactly sure whether it triggers if I kill them with ranged hits.
My mana is gone.
Now I definitely want to pick up some Sapphire Rings. Sapphire Rings become available. They're added to the drop pool at level 8, and there is an Essence over there. Essence should be exceptionally good. I'm going to go out of my way and pick it up because this league's mods mean that you are very short on magic and rare items. I'm still not doing the monoliths. I feel I'm just a bit too weak for them still. Whispering Essence of Woe, that's the energy shield one. It's not very good, but still makes a ring alright when I get a ring. There's a Coral Amulet, perfect. That's getting this essence. What's hitting me? That is... oh, hell. It's hitting me hard. He's using the skill. I want to be using Rain of Arrows. I'm determined that I am going to get my hands on that essence. It may not be the right decision, but longbow. Well, that's a huge upgrade. Essence mods are really nasty here. Got rid of all the trash now, but I can't kill those minions that he summons. The Essence of Woe effect minions. Okay. A ring as well. Ring or amulet, ring or amulet. They're both bad bases. I have to take it off. Global crit, yeah. Terrible. Oh well, that was a mistake too. Well, whether it was a mistake is a hard question to answer, but it didn't pay off. Especially given it took so long to kill that thing.
My mana is gone.
Still very reliant on that mana flask at the moment. I'm really looking forward to getting a Lyra in Act 2. Help with all my early mana issues.
As the prey grows more fierce, so must the huntress.
This is little dude that wishes he was not Abaxith, it's the name of that god in Act 6. Can't even think of his name at the moment. Probably does wish he was Abaxith as well. Abaxith's a lot scarier. Maybe I'll get killed by Abaxith in this league. Happened to be twice in Legion so far, I think. Oh no, that was Synthesis. One of the things with Caustic Arrow is that the damage that it deals is mostly the damage over time component. Not so much from your hits, so spamming it doesn't help you that much. It's still something. Okay.
Fate will find you.
Gotta say, I'm loving the fast pace of this league. Low level play is normally, I find, really quite boring. This is moving fast. Even though I'm not. Gee, 31 minutes, that's terrible, but oh well. As I say, I'm not a competitive racer.
There's no justice in a place like this. Only misery.
I'm going to do my Labyrinth trial now. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't have as much movement speed as I would like. I'll come back for that. Baubles are going to be a scarce resource, but they're also just not going to be that important. I'll use them when I get to maps. I'm killing more than I need to, and I need to stop doing that. Oh look, I'll do the lab trial. It's in my way. Ouch. I need to stand out of this and heal. One of the reasons that lab trials often get put off is that getting hit at this point, it takes you so long to recover the life. These are tearing me apart. I keep forgetting I have dash as well. I'm using it in combat, but I'm not using it for environmental dangers.
My mana is gone.
I wanted everything dead.
Life is the strongest
Okay.
metal of them all.
Anything I need on the ground? No. Next goal is Brutus. Still not going to do the timeless monoliths. I will want to start, but I'm not going to do them yet. There's our exit. Work towards Druidic Rite. So I'm a high character level for this area, but I'm using all white gear except for that one bad amulet that isn't much better than a white item. So I'm still very low power given the additional dangers in the Toucan League. The more life on monsters really means that it takes a lot longer to kill things as you're running past them. Blue pack, gotta kill blue pack. Disappointing though to get a pack of only 4 of them. Okay, that's a level up, but like that's a very significant notable. Ah, and there's our exit that we were looking for. Okay, here we are, Brutus. Brutus is a lot more dangerous than usual when he's fast. However, if you're used to the dungeon boss, he should be alright. And here we go, the Warden's Chambers. He doesn't have more damage than usual, but he does. You have a lot less ability to dodge his attacks. Been quite stingy on my flask charges as well. Okay, now we're at the point where we can spam our flasks a bit more. Ooh, that hit hard. Mirage Archer being the real MVP here. He just keeps doing his thing while I'm running around. Okay, he's down.
Done for you what I would do for any
He's dropped
wounded
nothing of
enemy,
value.
Brutus.
And a better racer than me would have logged out at that point, but I forgot. Okay, let's go back to town. At this point, I want to see if I can get my hands on either a coral or
While we
a
live, we are blessed.
coral ring or the other one. LMP is not on my plans. Void manipulation is an option. Excellent, coral ring 25, that's what I want. And I'll take the... drop that. In fact, I'll transmute this one. Ugh, what trash. In fact, no. Oh, do I want a sapphire ring? I'd rather have a sapphire.
Goodbye.
That's just for Merveil.
Farewell.
Blink Arrow is essential.
I've travelled inland on the
Blink Arrow is incredible, it's your best movement skill. I'm still going to keep Dash for the moment. But it's an actual teleporting movement skill, which is exactly what you need.
This should put a dent in your arrogance.
My mana is gone.
Is that the same bow I'm using? Yeah, minimum level 9 one. Oh wait, no, it's not what I'm using. It's an easy upgrade. And it's a big one too. I should transmute that the next chance I get. I need another life flask too, just realised. I'm only going to pick that up if it's... Oh no, actually I'll pick it up to have it in my inventory for Merveil. Gee, those things are getting hard. Feel I may have gone the wrong way here. Ah, here it is. Getting swarmed badly. I don't want to fight that guy if I can avoid it. Lapis Amulet, that's intelligence, I don't think I need that. Is that Exile? Did not realize Dash could traverse ground like that. Alright, into the ship graveyard. We're going to do the Fairgraves quest.
Life and death live side by side. This is a strange land.
I really should be picking that up.
My mana is gone.
I will hit this shrine, there'll be a huge pack near it. Even though I don't need to be killing monsters deliberately to level, it's still beneficial. Okay, that's what we were after. Ship Graveyard Cave. It's a bit of quite a bit of cold damage in here, and Flicker Striking Lightning. Something dropped. Oh, probably the most useless thing in this league. Really should have adjusted the loot filter I'm using. I'm just using Neversink regular, which I find is quite good for leveling. Okay, here's a goal. Going to treat this cold damage monster with respect, even though I have a little bit of cold resistance, not much. It's not enough. This thing has never survived long enough for me to really see what it even does. That all changes when it has 40% more life. Also, I mean, I don't get Rain of Arrows until a little bit later. Quite soon though. I'll just use that crappy life flask. There's Fairgrave's little thing. And I'm going to jump back to the character selection screen.
While we live, we have love.
Oh yeah, it's that was a fake quest there. Now Fairgraves needs to be treated with respect. He's just been changed in the Legion League, so he's more dangerous than he used to be. And he was always one of the few things that could kill you in Act 1 too. So... it's a very different fight now. Waves of trash monsters. Fairgraves himself. Spectral Throw is more dangerous than it used to be, so you need to respect it. Especially when you're super squishy.
My mana is gone.
Part of the purpose here for using Blink Arrow, I think it actually does an appreciable amount of damage, because the Blink Arrow copies attack for you.
You were a good man in a bad situation, Fairgraves.
Yep, that's the upgrade. That means I can ditch my large ones. Now that gives me another skill point. Doing that quest. You notice I'm just not finding transmutes at the moment. Still. It means I'm stuck with all white items. That's why those sapphire rings have been picked up. Why I think Merveil is going to be quite a lot harder than she normally is. Chance to Bleed was not on my list of desired gems. Plus one blink. I must say, once you've experienced Blink Arrow on a Deadeye, it's hard to go back to using it anywhere else. It's still good, but it just can't match the power. Now we're going to head back to town and pick up Rain of Arrows.
Farewell.
Now, anything we needed to sell off? I can't remember anything that we needed. Sell them off, that gives me more things to buy. Do I want anything here? 7 portal scrolls, yes, I'll take that. No, not you. Item level 10, item level 12. 12 is the one we're going to use. Oh, life, nice. For Merveil, we're going to swap. Iron ring I'm going to keep because I can vendor it for a resist ring.
Take care.
I will see you again.
I won't pick up prophecy. Now, I'm consulting Path of Building very quickly. I'm working towards this cluster. Life and Herbalism. Okay. Let's swap skills around. So we're going to be using Rain of Arrows linked to Mirage Archer and Lesser Poison. And that gives us our first area coverage that's meaningful. We're not going to do a lot of damage. We're going to hit everything, and we can just keep firing and firing until everything dies. I don't have much single target, so I'm going to have to come up with a solution for Merveil, which is probably going to be Caustic Arrow going back in. In fact, with that in mind, I need it leveling. However, I may be able to do appreciable damage via poison now, or semi-appreciable. So I'll check out how the ramp up looks.
My mana is gone.
Scroll. Worst case scenario, that is 1/7 of a transmute. Which is a vendor recipe that feels terrible to use. But still, you gotta do what you gotta do. Normally I'd just run past this guy, but because he's got Onslaught, he's just that much faster. It's not really practical, I have to sort of turn around and kill him. Oh, still getting used to dash. I haven't used it on a high level character yet. It has some very powerful but very unusual interactions with the shift key. Oh, chromatic item. Sure, I'll need that at some point. Again, stuff I would never normally pick up, but because it's solo self-found and because it's this hard mode, you've got to do it. Oh, wrong way. Oh, it's 29. No, both of mine are transmuted from memory. That, however, is better than 1 energy shield. Oh no, it's 20. Yeah, it is better. That gives me enough cold resistance to matter against Merveil. I keep taking wrong tracks. Sort of thing where if you were to see an experienced racer compare their runs side by side with me, you'd see that they'd just be outclassing me and pathing through here. Treasure chest stone. Don't even remember that. Oh, it starts that fight. I don't want to do that fight. That's why I don't want to do that fight. Right. I should have done that portal inside. Now, let's get ready for something nasty. The re-barrages.
My mana is gone.
She gets a different benefit on multiple projectiles than players do with the barrage skill, and it's deadly. I think I mentioned in one of my videos that some bosses get more benefit from these mods than others, and Merveil certainly is right up there. I'm gonna change skill. Oh hell. Okay, well, I was hoping to get this as my first deathless, but it's not going to be that. Again, I should have put up a town portal inside the fight. I got a bit overconfident because I had 2 sapphire rings. Thought I could get away with making mistakes, and I can't. Ouch, that hurts.
Dinner is served, children.
The voiceovers get really annoying when your fight's prolonged. This is by virtue of me just not being a very strong character yet.
Beer tastes so sweet.
Okay, well, that's the phase change. Second phase should be easier. Doesn't get the same synergy from the League mods. Dash out of one thing and straight into another. trying to keep him from getting any energy shield recharge, because even though a lot of my damage is chaos over time, I am doing an appreciable amount of physical
My mana is
damage.
gone.
And splat, he's down.
Your love
Pick
for a
up that
man.
chromatic
That's what
item,
did this to
and
you,
the
Merveil.
2-point arrow quiver is a downgrade, I think. Okay. At this point, I'll just get to town and then call it. I'm disappointed to have died there, but hey. As I say, I'm no expert. Oh, and I ran out of mana before my link went off then, which was dangerous. Got away with it. Need to change my skills back while it's a bit safer this time. It's a heavy belt, that's an upgrade. Definitely gonna get that, even though I've got to fight this stupid Exile for it. It gives me life. Those two. Leather belt is what I actually do want though, and that's where the exit is.
The end of learning.
Go with the spirit.
Exiles.
Alrighty. Well, that is my first, that is my start. First hour, or actually an hour and 18 minutes when you count the death penalty that I've incurred there. But that's my first 78 minutes, 63 minutes playtime and 78 minutes of time in the leaderboard for the Toucan race. Still feel very, very weak, but that's actually a really refreshing feeling. I think that feeling weak makes the game feel a lot more fun. Gonna leave it there, and if you want to join this league, you can just hit me up for a request. I'm trying to keep a permanently up automatic join request that will be available on the league thread in the forums, so just jump to the forums and go there, see if there's a currently active automatic join link. If there is, great, use that to join. If not, just leave a request and I'll give you an invite when possible. Have a good one.